Our planet, a vibrant sphere of life, is swathed in a breathtaking blue, a color that signifies the vast and mysterious oceans that dominate its surface. This is the ocean, the lifeblood of Earth, covering over 70% of its surface and playing a crucial role in regulating our climate and weather patterns. It is a world of mystery and wonder, teeming with an astonishing diversity of life, from the tiniest plankton to the largest marine mammals. From the majestic whales that sing across vast distances, communicating through hauntingly beautiful songs that travel for miles, to the intricate coral reefs that burst with color. Providing shelter and sustenance to countless marine species, the ocean is a treasure trove of beauty and ecological importance, a delicate balance of life that supports the entire planet. Yet this precious resource, the very heart of our planet, is under threat from pollution, climate change, and overexploitation. Human activities are pushing the ocean towards a crisis, disrupting its delicate balance and jeopardizing the marine life that depends on it, with consequences that ripple through the entire ecosystem. We must act now with urgency and determination to protect this vital ecosystem before it's too late, implementing sustainable practices and supporting conservation efforts. The time for complacency is over. The future of our ocean, and indeed our planet, hangs in the balance. Every action counts, and together we can make a difference. For centuries, humans have relied on the ocean for sustenance, drawing on its seemingly inexhaustible bounty. Traditional fishing methods, passed down through generations, were once in harmony with nature, taking only what was needed. However, our relationship with this precious resource has become increasingly unsustainable. The advent of industrial fishing has dramatically altered the balance, leading to widespread environmental degradation. Overfishing, the practice of extracting fish from the ocean at a rate faster than they can replenish, is pushing many fish populations to the brink of collapse. Species that were once abundant are now facing the threat of extinction. Massive fishing vessels equipped with advanced technology now scour the seas, leaving little chance for fish stocks to recover. These ships can stay at sea for months, catching vast quantities of fish with little regard for the long-term consequences. Destructive fishing practices, such as bottom trawling, which indiscriminately scoops up everything in its path, further exacerbate the problem. This method not only depletes fish populations, but also destroys vital marine habitats, including coral reefs and seagrass beds.
The consequences of overfishing are dire, not only for the marine ecosystem, which suffers from loss of biodiversity and habitat destruction, but for the millions of people who depend on fishing for their livelihoods. Coastal communities around the world face economic hardship as fish stocks dwindle. We must embrace sustainable fishing practices, setting responsible catch limits, and using methods that minimize environmental impact. Protecting vulnerable marine areas and establishing conservation zones are crucial steps to ensure that this vital food source remains available for future generations. By working together, we can restore the balance and preserve the ocean's bounty.
The ocean, once a pristine wilderness, is increasingly becoming a dumping ground for human waste and pollution. From plastic debris that chokes marine life to chemical runoff that poisons the water, we are contaminating the very source of life on Earth.
Plastic pollution in particular poses a significant threat. Every year, millions of tons of plastic enter our oceans, breaking down into microplastics that are ingested by marine animals, entering the food chain and ultimately impacting human health. Agricultural runoff, laden with fertilizers and pesticides, creates dead zones in the ocean, suffocating marine life and disrupting delicate ecosystems. The consequences of our actions are far-reaching, impacting not only marine life, but also our own health and well-being.
Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are among the most diverse and productive ecosystems on Earth. These vibrant underwater cities provide habitat for a quarter of all marine species and play a crucial role in protecting coastlines from erosion. However, coral reefs are facing an unprecedented crisis.
Rising ocean temperatures caused by climate change lead to coral bleaching, a phenomenon that weakens and can ultimately kill these delicate organisms. Pollution from coastal development and destructive fishing practices further damage these fragile ecosystems. The loss of coral reefs would be catastrophic, not only for marine biodiversity, but also for the millions of people who depend on them for food, tourism, and coastal protection.
Section 5. The ripple effect, impacts on marine life and ecosystems.
The consequences of human activities on the ocean are not isolated incidents. They are pervasive and widespread, affecting every corner of our marine environments, but rather part of a complex web of interconnected impacts. Each action we take has a ripple effect, influencing various aspects of marine life and ecosystems. Overfishing disrupts food chains, leading to imbalances in marine populations. This not only affects the species being overfished, but also the predators and prey connected to them. Pollution weakens the immune systems of marine animals, making them more susceptible to diseases. Toxic substances from plastics and chemicals accumulate in their bodies, causing long-term health issues. Habitat destruction, such as the loss of coral reefs and mangrove forests, deprives marine species of their homes and breeding grounds. These habitats are crucial for the survival of many marine organisms. These impacts ripple through the entire marine ecosystem, threatening the delicate balance that sustains life in our oceans. The loss of one species can lead to the decline of others, creating a cascading effect. We must recognize that our actions have far-reaching consequences and that protecting the ocean is not just about saving individual species. It involves a collective effort to maintain the health of the entire ecosystem, but about preserving entire ecosystems. By taking steps to reduce pollution, prevent overfishing, and protect habitats, we can help ensure the survival of our oceans for future generations.
Section 6. A call to action, turning the tide on overfishing. The crisis facing our oceans may seem overwhelming, but there is still hope. We have the power to reverse the damage and create a healthier future for our blue planet. Addressing overfishing requires a multifaceted approach, starting with supporting sustainable fishing practices. Choose seafood from well-managed fisheries that prioritize conservation. Advocate for stricter regulations on fishing practices, including the establishment of marine protected areas where fish stocks can recover. By making conscious choices and supporting responsible policies, we can help alleviate the pressure on fish populations and ensure the long-term health of our oceans. Section 7. Stemming the toxic tide solutions for ocean pollution. Reducing pollution in our oceans requires a collective effort to reduce waste, clean up existing pollution, and prevent further contamination. Embrace a reduce, reuse, recycle mentality to minimize your plastic footprint. Support bans on single-use plastics and advocate for better waste management systems. Participate in beach cleanups and support organizations dedicated to removing plastic and other debris from our oceans. By taking action in our own lives and advocating for change, we can stem the tide of pollution and create a cleaner, healthier ocean for generations to come. Section 8. Reviving the coral cities, protecting our reefs. Protecting coral reefs requires addressing the root causes of their decline, including climate change, pollution, and destructive fishing practices. Support efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Choose eco-friendly products and practices that reduce your carbon footprint. Advocate for stricter regulations on coastal development and pollution runoff to protect coral reefs from further damage. By addressing the threats to coral reefs, we can help these vital ecosystems recover and thrive for generations to come. Section 9. From ocean lovers to ocean heroes, your role in conservation. Protecting our oceans is not just the responsibility of scientists and policymakers. It requires a collective effort from all of us. Each individual has a role to play in creating a healthier future for our blue planet. Educate yourself about the issues facing our oceans and share your knowledge with others. Encourage friends and family to make sustainable choices and support ocean conservation efforts. Use your voice to advocate for change. Contact your elected officials and urge them to prioritize ocean health in their policies. By becoming informed and engaged citizens, we can create a powerful wave of change that will benefit our oceans for generations to come. Section 10. A wave of hope, envisioning a healthier future for our oceans. The challenges facing our oceans are significant, but they are not insurmountable. By working together, we can reverse the damage and create a healthier future for our blue planet. Imagine a world where fish populations are abundant, coral reefs are vibrant and teeming with life, and the ocean is free from pollution. This is the future we can create if we act now with urgency and determination. Let us embrace our role as stewards of the ocean and work together to ensure its health and vitality for generations to come. Section 11. Our blue planet, our shared responsibility. The ocean connects us all. It provides us with food, regulates our climate, and inspires wonder and awe. Protecting this precious resource is not just an environmental imperative, but a shared responsibility. Let us remember that the future of our oceans is in our hands. By making conscious choices, supporting conservation efforts, and advocating for change, we can ensure that the blue heart of our planet continues to beat strong for generations to come. The time to act is now. Let us work together to create a healthier, more sustainable future for our oceans and for all life on Earth.